Hello, my friends, and welcome to Sengoku Dynasty. Sengoku Dynasty is put out by the same people who did Medieval Dynasty as well as Lumberjack Dynasty, and I think they even did Old West or Wild West Dynasty. But I saw something about this game about a month and a half ago, and I have been so excited for it because it's got all the things I love. It's got Sengoku era feudal Japan. It's got the Iko-Iki peasant rebellion theme. It's got survival and crafting and management. And I'm going to stop blabbing and we are just going to head right in there. If you think your salvation is assured, it is assured. If you think it is not assured, it is not assured. Kenko.
大名の一存は国を火の海へと変えた。それから故郷の村を離れ、ひと月。道なき道を歩き続けた。時には盗賊に出くわし、ある者は病を患った。行く先々で見る光景が戦の恐ろしさを物語っていた。夜になると収穫できなかった畑のことを思い出す。それに家族のこと、子供たちや村に住む人々のこと、置き去りにしてきたご先祖様や村の神様には許しを請うばかり。ただ願うはあの伝説の平民の持ちたる国でまた家を建てて平和に暮らすこと。漁師たちに手を貸してもらえた。船は最後の目的地へ向かう準備ができている。大海原が旅立ちを待ち受ける。とにかく無事にたどり着くことを祈ろう。
And away we go. Now, I fired up the game and I played about 3 hours just to be sure that I understood the controls and how everything works. And so there will not be a bunch of faffing about. We're going to get right to things. So, if you kept up with the introduction, basically I'm a peasant who was displaced by war, and we have heard some place called the Peasant Kingdom. We were on boats attempting to reach it when we were shipwrecked. Apparently there are other survivors, and basically I don't think we can do anything until we find our other survivor. Stone knife, we'll pick that up. There's a torch. Some sticks, firewood, sake, any other flotsam here? Flotsam and jetsam. Water. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. A plank. Pick up some stone here. So our inventory is basically comprised of slots. There is no weight limit, but once the slots are filled up, that is it. Since I know we're going to need many of these things as time passes, and just pick them up as we go. Anything there? No. We are looking for survivors. Talk to Akko. Hello, Akko. It's you. Akko, you're alive. Yes, when the ship went down, oh gods, don't move, you're hurt. I'll be all right, I'm cold. Stay here, I'll find a way to help. A campfire for starters, then maybe a tent to protect you from the wind. I'll need tools to set it up. I'll be back in a moment. So we need to gather stones, which of course we already did, but gather some sticks. Handcraft an axe. So I can either right click to bring up this interface, or I can hold down Q or click Q. There we go, one stone axe. Now if I hit I or tab, either one, I can take that axe and I can bring it into slot number 1. Cut down a tree. Hello, tree. Excuse me. Appears it is stuck. We have to hit it twice to break it into logs. And again, there's no weight limit as long as the slots are available. We can pick anything up. I've got a scratch in my throat. Take a sip of my tasty coffee, see if I can deal with that. All right, handcraft a hammer. 1 log and 3 sticks. Use the hammer to build a campfire. So we're gonna open up our inventory. First of all, I'm gonna get the torch there and a torch there. And we're gonna put the hammer in 2. We go on that. And now if we right click, we'll actually have buildable items. We have basic structures, village structures, buildings, furniture, and decorations. And it's here under basic structures. We're going to build wow, I don't know what is making my throat so scratchy, but holy crap. Making my eyes water and making me cough like crazy. Now we need some stones and sticks. And as I tap, it'll add them. Now we need to build a tent. All right, we need some grass. There we go. Talk to Akko. It's you. Are you feeling better now? Yes, thank you. I'm going to be all right. I have some fresh fish here. Let me cook it for us. But what do we do now? We had supplies on the ship. Here we have nothing. When do we move out? We don't move on. We can't spend our whole lives running away. Look around. There's fertile land, tall trees, fresh water. And I didn't see any soldiers guarding them from ordinary folk. I believe in the legend of the peasant kingdom, and I don't intend to stop now. Maybe you're right. How do we start? Is this even a village over there, or just ruins? I'll go take a look. I'm sure I can convince someone to help us. I'm going to have to pause for a moment here because of this scratch in my throat. I got to do something about this. I can barely talk. Whew. All right, I think I got that sorted out. I thought you were going to cook fish. All right, so what we're going to do is gather materials as we go. Collect sticks and stones. We're also going to do what we can do about food. Something important to know is that our 3 bars down at the bottom left are our food bar, the green one, our health bar, the red one, and our stamina bar, the yellow one. And if we don't have at least half of our stamina bar full, any kind of physical activity becomes very slow. We use more stamina for any action that we do, and our stamina recovers more slowly. Wine berries are an excellent thing to gather for food. And I just want to make sure I've got some so we can keep our food bar nice and full. There are also bushes that we can harvest. And this is gobo. And it's the root of the gobo plant that you cook and eat. All right. We've got small stone deposits which can be harvested with a pick. Let's talk to this fella. Taro, what do you want? Is this the peasant kingdom? Ha! Are they really calling us that? So it's not? It sure is now. I like the sound of it. The peasant kingdom. And I think we deserve it. I haven't heard of any other province that would shake off the lords. Okay. So he must be a fisherman. He's got his camp here. Oh yeah, this place is a wreck. There's no 2 ways about that. My friend and I almost died in a shipwreck. You have to help us settle here. Ah, right, that was you. I saw how you cared for your friend. It's really touching, I must say. I may have misjudged you at first glance. I'd be glad to welcome you here if it were up to me, but it isn't. New settlers need permission from a village council. You mean there's a council in charge of these here ruins? Of course not. But the village is formally still here. I guess so, but you might be onto something. The village is formally still here, but there's no council to keep us out. I mean, you're walking a fine line here, but I guess no harm will come of it to the rest of the valley. The abbot in the temple could have some objections, but, your plan is so wild it just could work. Good. Where do I start? Well, the bell tower is in ruins, and it's the heart of any village. Without it, this is just a piece of burnt-out land. So can I rebuild it? That could be difficult. But luckily for you, I found the old bell in the ruins. I meant to sell it, but it's too heavy to carry. I can give it to you, but first I need to see that you can actually manage all the woodwork. The bell tower should look nice, so make sure you have a proper adze to make the plank smooth. All right. Well, let's see here. Handcraft and adze. I'm just going to take a look. Absolutely is everything wrecked. No intact buildings. All right, well, and adze. Here we go. Get 20 planks, for example, by using adze on logs. Let's go ahead and put that in 3. Ooh. Matsutake, those are edible. And I don't know that because I played the game for a couple hours. I know that because I've had some very fine matsutake dishes. All right, we're going to cut this bad boy down. There we go. One more whack to break it into logs. And I've already got a few logs on me that I picked up previously. The stump, you can chop it and get sticks, or if you have a shovel, you can dig it and actually get another log. Make sure we clean up our stumps. There we go. Matsutake. And I might as well make a pick. And we'll put that in number 4. Make another axe. More gobo. All right, so I need to decide where to build the bell. And one part of me says I should build it where it's going to give us reach to whatever we decide is going to be our place to be. Want to look at the shore over here. Yeah, we've got a little bay that comes in. Because we can basically build it anywhere that we decide we want to do a village. I was thinking there's a lot of rocks and trees and other materials right here. I'd kind of like to build my place over here. So I think what I'll do is I'll plant the bell at this edge of the village. And at about the halfway point here. By chopping down the building, we'll get some resources. We'll get sticks and charcoal and occasionally planks. Later on, he actually says, oh, you can chop down the buildings for raw materials. But since I already knew that, I decided, what the heck. I think this looks like a good spot right here. So we're going to get the hammer, right-click, village structures. Bell tower, there it is. All right. So before he'll give us the bell, we need to make some planks. 3, 6, I believe 9, 12. Let's see how many is that. So we use the adds. We click once, and it takes the bark off. And click a second time, it turns them into planks. All right, so we've already got the bell tower mostly up. We'll go talk to him, and he will give us the bell itself, even though he said it was too heavy to carry. Yes? Are there any other villages around here? There's Segi, the forester's village. They can be a bit wild, but they do provide wood for the whole valley. If you want to learn hunting or woodworking, Segi is the place to go. Aratani is a farming community. They're wary of strangers, but if you convince them, you can learn a lot about cultivating the land. Iwasaki is where the mines are and the ironworks. The working conditions are hard, but it's definitely a place to visit. Nothing happens in the valley without the consent of the Jorinji Temple. If you want to develop your village, you will have to talk to them. Finally, there's Injiro. It can be dangerous, you see. This is where the Valley Bandits have their headquarters. Okay, you gonna give me the bell? I have the materials for the bell tower. Let me see. Those planks look a bit rough, but I guess you can't do much better with primitive tools. Here, take the bell, make it ring out. So, with our hammer out, we will see the ghost. There it is. And we'll add the bell. And there we go. Talk to Toshichi again. Okay, the tower has been rebuilt. Well done, the bell will ring just like the old days. It's time to build a house. After all that time I spent escaping, After seeing my own house burned down by the Lord's warriors, I just wonder what it'll feel like. Your house burned? I can relate. I have the same memories and kept returning to them for too long. Build a small house. All right. Now, what we're going to do is use this as an opportunity to see how far our border goes west. So we'll go to building, up to housing buildings, and the only one we have unlocked is the small house. If we get too far this way, it'll tell us that we're beyond the border. Okay, so we can go that way quite a long ways. Got some burnt trees here. It says we get sticks and charcoal from those. And here's a rock. I like this little patch right here. Plants or deposits are blocking placement. Ah, here we go. Now, I want to have a good view. We hold R to rotate. I want it to look out on the water. There we go. All right. So if we step up, we'll see that it wants us to add materials to begin building it. So we're adding logs. That's why I made sure and pick up plenty. All right. Need more logs. But I chose over here because there's lots of trees. And eventually, if we unlock the ability to build a big, nice house, we'll build it in this patch of forest, I hope. All right, now we need planks. We've got 2 logs left. I'm just going to drop those. And we will use the adds. I'm sure we're going to need much more than that. Oh, maybe not. New way of the craftsman level reached. There we go. Now, the building itself, each wall segment has to be done individually. It's 2 planks and a couple of sticks. Take a moment and eat my berries. Oh, got lingonberries. Nice. All right, we need to cut some more wood. Take the hammer back out. Bring out the adze. Make planks. All right, now the roof. A few stones, some sticks, a couple of logs, and some planks. And essential furniture. Okay, so we're going to need firewood and planks. And we do have a couple of logs left over. All right. So I'm going to use the axe. And that will convert this to firewood. There we go. There's the firewood. Gonna need planks for that. and I need 10 straw. And straw is one of our recipes. It's made out of grass. There we go. Oh, hammer broke. Now we can move the sleeping mat. And we can also move the central fire if we want to. But there we are, small house completed. They want us to talk to Toshichi again. But what we are going to do is we are going to sleep, and I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, maybe he's not going to let me sleep. Sleeping mat, move, change. I guess not. I thought we'd sleep to get the daylight so that you guys could see a little better. Soichi. Alright. I am so tired. You look tired, and a bit dirty if I'm honest. May I suggest a visit to the hot springs? Go through Tengyo's camp and follow the road away from the river. Kane will fix you right up. Okay, well. What are these ruins? Ruins, you say? They used to be my home. Then in Jiro, my neighbor, started the rebellion. An alliance, Iki, was formed between the villagers of the valley against the lord ruling us. Fighting for dignity, well, look around, not very dignified, is it? I've built a house. Already? That's impressive. Congratulations. Maybe you should expand, build a foraging or woodcutting hut. I can show you how to do it. But overall, time to settle down, eh? Now, this is just a beginning. I want to build a place for everyone. Everyone? My family, friends, neighbors, everyone from back home, other wanderers like me. Wait. This might be going too far. The people here are afraid and mistrustful. They will never accept a whole flock of vagrants settling here. I convinced you. Don't you think I can convince them as well? It won't be as easy as with the others. If I were you, I'd start slow and not scare anyone with little visions of yours. People have to get to know you first, and the best way to make introductions is to offer help. First person I need to help is Ako. I can finally offer her a place to live. Reach Dynasty level 5 by helping villagers. But do go on. Who should I talk to? I can think of 3 people worth talking to: a warrior, a priestess, and an impure. Well, King Yo the warrior. He's a bit, fancies himself a protector of the people. He puts on an air of a warrior, but he has no lineage to speak of. He's more one of us. Well respected by some, hated by others. Tell me about the priestess. Chiome is our Miko, a priestess in charge of the local shrines. She is a gentlewoman, worried that all the kami, the divine spirits, turned away from us, or actually that we've turned away from them. Talk to her, maybe you can console her. Tell me about the Eda, the impure. Matsumaru is a proud Eda, an impure from Segi. As all the impure, he lives between the earthly world and the divine realm. He does things that are spiritually polluted, like burying the dead or disposing of animal carcasses. Only those living closest to the spirits can do these things, And I think he's carrying an especially big burden right now. Talk to him. Maybe you'll be able to take some of the weight off his shoulders. That's enough for now. All right. All right. All right. Ask Akko to join the village. That's great. We'll do that. It's you. I carry good news. The village is reborn. Come join me. You're unbelievable. That makes me so happy. Just tell me where my house is and I'll get to work. All right. We are going to cook some gobo. And so I made sure and collect a lot of it. See how much we got left here. One more. See, now it's got the red mark on it, which means we don't have ingredients for it. We can also do a cooked meat. I think that's everything. Yep. All right. All right. So we have invited her to the village. We built her a shelter, and she's sleeping in the open. I don't get it, but we'll have to build a second house for her. There we go. Our first torch had burned out. Torches do have a limited lifespan. That's Taro the Fisherman. All right. All right. I'm going to sleep. I'll see you guys in the next one.